Hey guys, what's up? Third week, we're back once again. This week we're reviewing Parasite. We're doing a non-spoiler review. Just like The Lighthouse, we understand that it's a very limited release. Most of you guys, probably all of you guys, have not seen it yet. And yeah, we're just going to do a non-spoiler review. Hopefully you guys like it enough to make you want to go see the movie.
If you can.
If you can, yeah. If you guys are from New Orleans, it's literally only playing in the Broad Theater.
Yeah.
No AMC is playing it. At least not around here. So yeah, here we go.
So the synopsis: all unemployed Ki-taeks, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, family takes peculiar interest in the wealthy and glamorous Parks family for their livelihood until they get entangled in an unexpected incident.
Yes, very unexpected.
부모님 얼굴도 뵙고 좋더라. 건강들 하시고.
일거리가 없으셔도.
네가 내 대신 얘 과외 선생님 좀 해줘라. 영어.
대학생인 척하라는 거야?
구라를 좀 치지 뭐.
What do you think of the movie?
I honestly think that it was very entertaining. I mean, it felt kind of long, but I was really on the edge of my seat the entire time.
How long was it? Right over 2 hours, I want to say?
It is 2 hours and 12 minutes. So a bit long. I think that they didn't drag it on too much. You know, everything was meaningful.
And the pacing was perfect.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking, oh, what's going to happen and when is it going to happen?
Right.
It just happened right
and that's
after
because we had absolutely no idea what was going to happen. And I don't think you really, for the most part, expect where you're headed. So, yeah, crazy.
No, I didn't expect a lot of things. So the movie itself is completely in Korean. I mean, there's some English words, obviously. Because,
like maybe 4 English words, the whole movie.
Yeah, the son winds up becoming a tutor.
Mm-hmm.
So he's teaching some English. So yeah, a little English in there, but I mean, full Korean movie. They have amazing subtitles and, you know, their charisma in it.
Mm-hmm.
Every single character has their own personality, obviously. They play off of each other. And I really think that even though it was a language difference, they still were able to portray, you know, the jokes, just how they are with each other. It's not something like, oh, it needs to be in English or it needs to be in, you know, your native language for you to understand.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
How, you know, what they were portraying.
Exactly. And honestly, this way it kind of keeps you entertained the whole movie and it keeps you kind of like in check the whole movie, because if you miss a subtitle, if you miss a line, you're screwed. So if you're not paying attention to the movie, it's just going to go right over your head. And the movie really revolves around these two families, but each family member has their own like thing about them that really makes it very
unique.
Very, very unique.
Yeah. Not one person was like the other. I mean, they all,
No.
again, they played off of each other and they really brought out each other's personality and, you know, what they were trying to come across, which I think that, to me, they really outdid it by making a point between the two sides of wealthy and poor.
Right, and here you see the wealthy is the naive / not uneducated, but you know, because it's the wealthy that are having to hire a tutor, whereas the poor family, they're smart, they're
quick
schemy,
on their feet.
they're very schemy. You know, they're always up to something. They're always trying to like attain something, and yeah, just seeing these two families mix, it's really one's over here, one's all the way at the bottom, and you just kind of, you know.
I thought it was very interesting.
Absolutely.
Having these two different sides, because you're used to seeing like a good and a bad, or, you know, the romance, whereas this, it has the main thing is the fact of their wealth. And what makes it so different is that it's complete different sides of things. And then there's also the romance and thriller in it. But I like how it revolves around that, because it shows how their lives are and their upbringing and, you know, what it costs to get there and what they would do to, I mean, have food on the table.
Right.
They
Because I
get
mean,
to
essentially,
eat.
they are that poor. I mean, they're very, very poor.
Yeah.
And here they are interacting with a very rich family. It's not like a middle class and a lower class. Very, very poor. And the family, once again, that they're interacting with, they've got like a mansion for a house, you know?
Yeah.
A maid and everything.
우리 다송이는 완전 예술가 재질인데.
침팬지를 그린 거죠?
자화상이에요.
역시.
I really, really enjoyed the fact that obviously this is a whole Asian cast, and if you couldn't tell, I'm Asian.
Yep.
So when Crazy Rich Asians came out, amazing movie, loved the full Asian cast. And this one too, I mean, I think that the cast that they chose to portray these characters were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Were amazing. I cannot express you just how it was seeing them together. Because, I mean, when you see a new movie with brand new characters that you've never seen before, you're wondering, okay, will they work well together? Is this one character going to outdo the other character? How will it be? But I think that they mesh so well.
And that honestly might be another reason why a lot of people don't end up like walking in just to see this movie is because they don't recognize a lot of the cast.
Right.
But don't let that be the reason, because I mean they were phenomenal.
They really were.
You know, from the writer, from everything that made this movie, you know, the music, the cinematography.
The music was amazing.
Really top notch. And, you know, it's not something you expect from a movie that's pretty much a limited release, once again, you know. Something that, unfortunately, not a lot of people are going to go see. And this movie isn't for everyone by any means, but there is a little of everything in it. I mean, there's, you get romance, you know, which I don't see a lot of people talking about when they talk about this movie. A lot of people are talking about how it's a thriller. Some are even arguing that it's a horror movie. Which, yeah, you could argue, but there's also
it's
comedy.
It's not just horror.
It's definitely not just horror. I mean, there's comedy, you know, it's entertaining. It's a very entertaining movie. Whether you walk out of it liking it or not, you're going to be entertained in some sense. But it definitely also kind of leaves you feeling a little unsettled. It's not anything on the level of Lighthouse. It's not a movie where you end up walking out trying to figure out, you know, was this reality? Is this what happened? Is this not, you know, was this just something they were imagining? It's not one of those movies. You're going to walk out knowing exactly what happens. But don't like try to get this movie ruined for you in any way, because it really is an experience.
It's an experience, yeah. And I think for me, which I don't know if I've touched base on in the last couple of reviews, is just that I base a lot of my movie ratings on the ending. And this one, the way that they ended it, I loved it. I loved it. And it's so hard for me to go out of a movie and think that, you know, okay, I'm satisfied. Like that ending, you know, I understood it. I was able to not ask a crazy amount of questions. But I do like to be able to ask myself questions and, you know, have cliffhangers, of course. But I really like the knowing.
And considering the last two movies we saw before this, Joker and Lighthouse, it was a nice change of pace, a nice change of scenery.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
Because I was like after a few minutes before it ended, we were thinking and looking at each other like, is this real?
Oh my god!
Is this how it ends?
Because, I started leaning towards.
I really thought it was about to end, but right when it was about to end, it was like, no, yeah.
Okay, so you liked the ending. You loved the ending.
I love the ending.
What will you rate it?
The overall rating, I would say, I don't know.
Wow. What?
I would say a good, maybe like 8.5. 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
8.5. You really surprised me with these ratings.
I loved it, but like we had discussed a little bit after the movie, is just that it was quite predictable on some parts.
Mm-hmm.
Other parts, I was like, wait, what?
At first, you really don't know.
I was a bit confused.
Right, at first you really don't know what direction it's going, but at a certain point you kind of start seeing, okay, I understand where it's heading, but there's still a few surprises, you know, at the end that are gonna make the movie for you. I really enjoyed this movie. I do feel like it was a bit overhyped though. It was very overhyped. A lot of people are saying, you know, it's the movie of the year and all that, and I just I'm not going to say what my movie of the year is just yet, but it's definitely a top 3 movie. The fact that it was all in Korean, that's something I've never experienced, and I loved it. I really did.
I've never experienced that either.
Yeah, and you should not let that be, once again, a reason that you don't go see this movie because there's subtitles.
Right.
And they were perfectly, I mean, it's not hard to follow in any way.
Right, that's what I was going to say, to play on the subtitles is the fact that it's not too fast. I mean, sometimes if you're paying a bit too much attention to details in the actual film, you could lose track of the subtitles, but I don't think they spoke too fast.
No,
I don't
really
think
didn't.
that, things moved in a manner to where you couldn't keep up. So I really think that, I mean, I'm quite a slow reader, so it wasn't like a crazy long sentences or, arguing back and forth to where you couldn't keep track. So yeah, no, I think that it was really well presented and
I agree.
just overall really great cinematics and,
Definitely.
just how it flowed. I just
Yeah.
can't get over how it flowed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that 1.5 that I'm not accounting is just the fact that it was a bit predictable and, I think it could have been a bit more, I don't know, gory.
Wow, okay. No, I agree.
Yeah, but again,
I mean, if that's what
the
you're looking
detail,
for.
the color, it was amazing.
The script was amazing.
I want to watch it without looking at the subtitles because that's what sucks for me with subtitles is that I am just going back and forth, back and forth. So watching it through, maybe without the subtitles, if I'm like just doing chores around the house or something, I don't know, just to see how it is. Because yeah, the lights and the darks and just again the music, it was
Oh
great.
man, the music, love that.
It was great.
Yeah, it really added to the movie. Yeah, I think 8.5 is pretty fair. I agree. I mean, as much as I loved it, and the pacing was honestly just incredible. I mean, I think one of my favorite pacings of a movie I've seen in a while.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I didn't get bored. I didn't.
No. I mean, even when the movie first started, it's just honestly, even if the movie was just about that one family, which the whole movie, what makes it is the interactions of these two families. But even if most of the movie was just that one family, there's enough characters in that family to where it's very entertaining just to see them, brother and sister, mother and father interacting with each other. So it's very enjoyable. But yeah, no, I think 8.5. I think 8.5 is right on the dot.
We agree for once.
Wow. So yeah, guys, that's our review for Parasite.
I think so.
You should definitely go see it because you can.
I heard though that some places aren't releasing it till next year.
That's ridiculous, honestly.
So I mean, even if you might not have it this year, you might have it next year, or you might not at all. But if you can watch it in some way, I definitely would.
The more people that go see this movie, the more encouraged filmmakers are going to be to actually make these type of movies. It's a fresh take on horror, thrillers, comedies, romance. It's all just mashed up into one movie, and that's what we do with Parasite. So
yeah, and it worked. It really did. So yeah, I recommend it. If you can, go watch it. Have an open mind, and
enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
At the end of the day, it's just a movie.
Is it?
All right, guys. We will see you next week for who knows. All right.
근데 착하다니까.